Yo, it's Thomas Anthony from FinishBetterMusic.com, and today I'm going to show you the different layers that go into tech house bass lines and how to process each of the layers so you get a fat and cohesive sound. I've included a free tech house sample pack that you can download in the description of the video, and all the sounds come from my new single VIP Chillin', which currently has over 300,000 streams on Spotify and SoundCloud. So if you're interested in that, check it out in the description below. Okay, let's get into it, baby.
And you don't wanna be friends.
Let's look at the bass line that I have in here for this tech house song. Now, with tech house, this is a very popular bass line rhythm with this little like quarter step that's just shifted over to have some swing in it. And it's a really popular bass line. I'll just play it for you real quick. Now, if you listen to lots of tech house songs, especially in the top 100 of Beatport, you're going to see this pattern over and over again. The reason I chose G here is because I just like the sound of the G note, as opposed to like F or E. I didn't want to go too low with it, but this is a very popular bass house, or it's also in bass house too, but tech house rhythm. Now, if you want to download that, I have a link down in the description below to download this MIDI file, so you can just drag it in your track and transpose it. And I also have a sample pack with all of the sounds that I use in the song. Claps, build-ups, fills, a bunch of fills, hat loops, lead sounds, the main payoff synth, which is really sick, perk loops, and the bass layers. And this is what I want to talk to you about today. So once you have your main kind of bass line pattern, which is pretty easy, like this is just a synth that was made in Sylenth, and the hard thing with tech house is keeping it interesting from start to finish. So like if we listen to the song here, in the breakdown I just have some vocals going on along with the low cutoff of the bass.
In the golden cage with some birds.
So this kind of keeps the momentum going, and it introduces the bass line, and then when it drops,
You got me happy, baby. You got me happy, baby. And you don't wanna be friends.
now here's the first layer. So like this bass line gives a good groove, but I also have this other bass line on top that is just opening up. Now I have just the filter cut, like opening up, just to give it a little bit of extra oomph. And also I have taken out some of the drums in this area. Did I take them out? Yeah, the hi-hats and claps don't come in till right after this. So this just accentuates it. And all I'm doing is I'm cutting, I have over here, like as you can see, I have it automated. So the upper frequencies come back in over here when I have the main bass comes in, but while this is coming over top, I have the lows super cut out, and I still have the lows of this bass to keep the groove and the rhythm going. But then up here, I have this just coming over top to make it sound really fat. And that's one instance of layering the bass. Now we listen to the second part of the song. So that was what I had in the first part. Now if I just kept this going and rinse and repeat, it would be very difficult to make this song interesting from start to finish. So what I did was I have a little breakdown section, so it happens right here. And it builds up.
You got me happy, baby. And you don't wanna be friends.
Now, when I play this part at the club, this part pops off the most. And it's because I have it layered with this synth over here. I believe it was a synth from, it's a massive synth, or not massive, it is, where is this? Right here. It is Excellent Sound. Little pack, one of the sounds from their pack. Love those guys. Go check out their samples and patches because they're really awesome. And basically what I have here is just this bass, and it's the same, literally the same pattern as the bass line, but I have it just to make it interesting, because I initially had just this, but if we listen to each of these different sections, They're changing, and that's because in Serum, I am automating the cutoff just to change over time. And I just took a lot of finicking and dialing it in because I didn't want it to be static. So I just layered that over. So every time it hits, basically there's a new sort of movement that's happening and keeping the momentum of the song going. And in between this, like, this doesn't really have to do with bass layering, but I have it so it's like. So it's like a call and response bit right there. So this is a really, really big thing. And all I have is just cutting off the lows, giving some saturation, and then automating the top of this bass. Because you kind of want to keep the low part of the bass. You want to keep that static and just keep the groove pretty simple and ongoing. But in this section, I wanted to keep it moving. And then finally, this brings us to the last bit where I have this, the last little bit of bass. But before I get to there, if you want to learn exactly how to mix and master a song from scratch using only stock plugins, I made this mixing and mastering bootcamp that's completely free, and it teaches you how, when, and where to use the right plugins, why developing a mixing plan is critical, the power of gain staging, how to process individual channels and then group channels and then mix them all together, how to get a tight and controlled low end, and how to master your song to get clear and powerful results. So we also give you our mastering chains once you get access to the course. Again, it's completely free. Just watch the video. It shows exactly what the whole program is all about. But yeah, just head on over to Finish Better Music, or there's a link in the description below to get access to this course. Okay, so for the last one, I keep the bass line relatively the same. Like, well, this bass line is exactly the same, but the thing I layer over top is this like payoff synth. So like, I'll let you hear the whole thing.
I'm not using my hands.
Now, because I have these little synth fills that are layered over top of this bass, they're creating an interesting part like right here. And then once I get into the second part, where I want to introduce some rides and other things to keep the momentum going, then I begin to layer this back over. And it is a little bit challenging to just find the right sound that goes over top, because you obviously don't want any low end kind of really happening there. Obviously, we can still see there's some low end cut off, but I have it also cut off in the group. And our super group processing chains, so I'm using all external effects to get a really nice and clear sound. This is what we teach in our advanced mentoring program, but the free one gives you a good idea of what's going on. And then over here, like, I bring it all back in, and I have the vocals happening over top.
The golden cage with some bird. I could chillin' with the leather girl.
Now, I have a lot of these frequencies EQ'd out so that the vocal can come through clearly, but again, that's something we teach in our advanced mixing and mentoring program. So that's basically it with bass layering. Again, just go over, download this pack. It's completely free. Get the bass MIDI, and if you'd like help one-on-one to actually start, finish, and the creative bit of a song, will make an interesting song from start to finish. Then we'll teach you advanced mixing and advanced mastering. The songwriting and the creation part of the course, this is what no other programs out there are teaching. They teach you cool like mixing tips and stuff like that, which are useful, but we have a specific process and teach you exactly how to learn to understand how songs are made, and we teach you the songwriting, like the not just the basics, but like the advanced topics of songwriting and how to make a song interesting from start to finish. And frankly, that's what makes your music stand out. You could have a shitty song, but if it's mixed well, then no one's gonna listen to it. But if you have a really good song that the mix could be improved, those songs will get signed more than just a song that's mixed well. So we give you the whole package of creating an interesting song from start to finish, one-on-one mentoring to show you exactly how to do that, and to hold your hand step by step throughout the whole process. And then we teach you advanced mixing, which again is a very, very step-by-step process where we go through like I said in the free course, the individual channels, and then the group processing, and then the mixing the groups together, all that good stuff, but with advanced mixing techniques. And then we master it off. And then we basically should give you a plan to get it signed to a record label. That's our whole program. So if you'd like to learn more about that, you can head on over to FinishBetterMusic.com and read what our whole program is about. And if you'd like to apply to the program, fill out this information. There's a little application form, and this gives us all the information we need to set up a free one-on-one Zoom session where we can chat with you about your music. And during that free session, we'll provide you with a personalized feedback on one of your songs. So we'll go through one of your songs, we'll give you super crazy feedback on it, and we'll analyze your production methods and define any areas that need improvement. We'll answer any questions you have about music production and or the mentoring program. And at the end of the program, whether you choose to sign with us or not sign with us, but join our program or not, we'll provide you with a custom blueprint to help you finish better music, so you'll know exactly what you need to do next. So I hope you got something from that. Download this pack. Hit me up on Instagram at It's Tom Anthony. If you make a song with these sounds, I'd love to hear them. It'd be really awesome. I'd love to play them out as well. They're awesome. And yeah, until next week, we'll chat soon.
Hey guys, my name is Oshin, aka Neso, and I've just finished the 8-week programs of Tom. And yeah, I just want to say that it has been one of the best decisions I've ever made in my musical career so far. I've learned so much. I couldn't imagine that when I started, really. And yeah, Tom really gives his best to help you reaching your goal. And there's a ton of way of doing it, but having a mentor is really one of the best solution to reach that specific goals. You can actually spend your money on a lot of things like studio equipment and just think like, oh, I need this crazy studio in order to make good quality music. But before having a crazy studio, you actually have to have a professional good quality music first. And don't wait to have your studio or whatever. Make sure that your music is professional first, and then you can consider having like a great studio or something, of course. Like, to me, spending my money on knowledge, it has been really the best thing I could do. Now, because of the program, I have like new banging tracks ready to be released, and I did all that with just my laptop and my headphone. And since I'm currently living in Ireland, I don't have like my bedroom studio here. So, but at the end of the day, you don't really need it like to make good music. Can just like make really good music with just like basic stuff. Yeah, and I couldn't be happier really to reach that level I wanted to reach. So if you're a music producer who struggle with something related to music production, don't wait until it's too late. Think about now, and really, guys, go ahead with this program. You really won't regret it. Yeah, I improve in so many ways in my musical journey. This is really the best program out there, and there's no question about it. So yeah, Toms, I really want to thank you again for all what you've done for me in this program. I'm so grateful, of course, to have found it. We just need more person like you in this music industry. It's such a tough industry sometimes, but having you as a mentor really did change everything. And I'm really happy that I can call you my homie after this program. I've learned so much, but not just that, I also met a really great person. So Tom, again, thank you. Peace out. Bye, guys.